Welcome back to the Daily Lift. Just hours before Jesus was to be crucified, he was standing on trial before Pilate, and Pilate is asking him about the accusations that the Jews were making, that he was a king. And so he asks him, "Are you a king?" And Jesus answers and says, "My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, my servants would fight for me, so that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now my kingdom is not from here." It was a continual battle for Jesus to help people, especially his disciples, to see the spiritual rather than the physical. But as finite human beings, it's so much easier for us to wrap our minds around what we can see, touch, smell, taste, and hear. It's so much more difficult to grasp the eternal, the unseen spiritual things. This is why Jesus used so many familiar concepts in his parables. The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure that a man found in a field, and he sold all he had to go purchase this field. The kingdom of heaven is like a wedding feast, and the bridegroom will come back at a time when you least expect it, so be ready. Jesus said to the Samaritan woman at the well, "If you drink from this well, you will thirst again. But whoever drinks the water from me, I shall give him, will never thirst." And my favorite is Matthew chapter 6, verse 20. "But lay up yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust destroys, and where thieves do not break in and steal." As Christians, we are called to be investors. We are to invest in things that are most valuable. And ironically, the truly valuable things cannot be bought for money. Jesus tells us to put our focus on collecting and saving up spiritual treasures, those things that can only be kept in heaven. Physical wealth, it can be stolen. Fancy, expensive clothes that we wear, they're going to wear out, they can tear, they can also get stolen. Precious metals, they'll corrode over time, and once we die, all of these things will be left here for somebody else. And so he says, lay up for yourselves heavenly treasures. These can be so many things, but there are a few things that I want to point out that the Bible explicitly says that are treasures or rewards in heaven. One of them is living a godly life. 1 Timothy tells us, "Let them do good, that they may be rich in good works, ready to give, willing to share, and storing up for themselves a good foundation for the time to come." We are also blessed if we endure persecution for Jesus' sake. Matthew 5:11 says, "Blessed are you when they revile and persecute you, for great is your reward in heaven." Also, Matthew 25:23, being a good steward is also one of those things that will get us those heavenly rewards. "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord." When we are good stewards with the little things that God gives us, we prove ourselves that we may be blessed and rewarded with much more. Another spiritual investment that can be made is in our children. Behold, Psalm 127 says, "Behold, children are heritage from the Lord. The fruit of the womb is a reward. Like arrows in the hand of a warrior, so are the children of one's youth." So I want to encourage you to get out there, put on your investor's cap, and get investing. Put first things first. Don't get distracted. And as always, go lift somebody up.